You started.
Welcome back, guys, to the third session of coding. We will learn if, then, else, and elif in today's episode, and it'll be in Python, of course. You can identify Python by py or the snakes. Let's move on. Over to Ansh.
Thank you, Rishi. As Rishi told, the, today's topic is if, then, else, and elif. So, what we're going to do today is that we're going to discuss how to use if, then, elif and how they work. So, when you're using if, then, elif, you need a variable or a statement. So, I'm going to just put this statement equal to the 0. So, we're setting statement to an integer variable which is, and the value is 0. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to use the if statement. So you use the term if and you put whatever statement you want. So let's say statement is greater than 0, then it will print greater. So in this, if is the condition we're using, and this statement is greater than 0 is the condition. So statement is greater than 0, which means that if the statement value, which is 0, is greater than 0, then it will print this, which is greater. But since here it's not greater, it will not print greater.
And now, let's say if we write if statement equal to 0, then write statement is equal to 0. Because that will come out as true, it will come out on the run.
Yeah, and here it's not showing it because here the statement is not true. So if the statement is true, it will do this. But if it's not true, it'll just go here. But now, if I add this condition elif, so let's put another statement. If statement is less than 0, is greater than 0. Sorry, this one was less than 0. If statement is greater than 0, then it will print greater. Here it will print less. Now, let's run it again. Here, again, both of the statements are not true. So it's not printing either of them. Now, let's move on to else. Else, in else, you don't have any condition. So if it's not greater and it's not lesser, then it will do this. If it's not in elif, then it will always go on to else and do the statement that's in there. So now let's put print equal. Because if it's not greater or not lesser, then it will be equal to 0. Now let's run it. See, now it's showing equal because both of these were false. And in else, no matter what, the statement will always be true. So it will do whatever is in the body of else. Rishi?
All right. Now, that ends our session of if, then, else, and elif. See you guys next time in the next episode. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go. Welcome to the first episode of HTML, but fourth episode of coding. We will learn basic CSS and some advanced HTML, in which we are going to make colors like how it's shown in this web view and fonts.
Okay,
Over to you.
okay. So, hello everyone again. If you don't know the basic structure of HTML, it's really simple. The basic structure of HTML always starts with HTML. And if you don't know what HTML stands for, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And in the HTML, you have to start with a head. It's not necessary, but it is always best in case you want to link your CSS. Now, you can keep your title, which will come here. See, it says CSS, and I can keep the title as CSS, and that's what will come as. Next, if you want, you can open the style tag if you are doing CSS. And always remember to close every tag you open. Okay, we'll leave that for now. So next what we're going to do is we have to open a body tag after the head. So let's open body. Yeah, we're going to have to start from scratch. Hello?
Yeah.
We're going to